fidgeting here. I'm in the car, about to leave to visit my son. And will take this 20 minutes to prepare myself mentally for the journey, or just sit. Just making sure I'm sitting well, comfortably. I don't know if I'd call this a meditation, but it's shorthand for people so that they think they know what I'm doing. And I get permission easily to be out of the social loop. I stop thinking, which kind of aligns with what people say meditation should be, is, whatever. But I can still react like now there's something going wrong. I have no idea what. Seems to have resolved itself. I think what I turn off is the feeling of urgency. So everything is there. It's just not urgent. And I can take the time to look at it. Okay, let's make this a guided meditation. First thing to look at is your body. I'll keep it with me, my body, which is working perfectly. I can check in with my toes. And work my way up to see if there's any stress, discomfort. If there is, change my posture a little. And I can use my breath to help relax bits that aren't relaxed. Like I have some tension in my shoulders now. I breathe in deeply and I kind of visualize a white light filling me and washing through my shoulders and taking away whatever tension was there. I breathe in with a smile, welcoming the white light, and I let go with a sigh. too much impulses. And then I started going deeper, and I'd open my eyes and just look around because nothing meant anything anymore. Now I like to look at meaningless things like this. And I do the body scan while I'm looking at these things. It doesn't have to be perfect. The body scan, these graphics are perfect. Important is the last bit. If you come to your face, relax your face, especially your eyebrows and the corners of your eyes, your scalp, and your jaw. I'm talking to you now, so it's kind of hard for me to do, but I found that if you loosen your jaw, if I loosen my jaw, it stops thoughts. If I just have my tongue floating there, it's like there's no words, if that makes sense. So I always check those in my neck, and then I reach a point where I'm as comfortable as I'm going to get. I don't do it now, but I used to have a mantra for this period where I would tell myself that I was safe, that everything was going to be alright, that I was safe, that everything is alright, and that whatever I feared would happen has already happened. Oh, there's a screensaver going on. I thought he didn't do that when I recorded. Okay. I don't know if you got that last bit. We'll see. It just went silent, and I had my eyes closed for a moment. So now I'm pretty much done with the body scan. I'm as comfortable as I'm going to get. And now anything else that presents itself bodily, I just don't mind it. Which means I don't focus on it. I don't give it attention. And this is a very good thing to learn. Not minding things. Because thoughts will pop up to contest your feeling of there being no urgency. Especially when you're 10 minutes in, there seems to be this moment where I'm suddenly something very urgent pops up and I need to do that now, and meditation can wait. And then I look at the clock and I see 10 minutes and I'm like, oh, there you are again, my old friend. What beautiful guys you are in today. And I sit, and the rest of the 10 minutes that I take is mine. Just to enjoy. So first 5 minutes is usually settling the body, settling thoughts, and being contested that there is this urgency, and you overlooked it, and it's very important, and that kind of energy. And the way to handle that is just to look at it. And not look at the content of the picture it paints, but at the shape of the picture, which is, in case of pictures, usually rectangular. And in the case of these thoughts, they're usually very urgent, or important, or heavy. And they always belong to the past or the future, never to, well, I'm afraid to say now because it has been claimed, but I don't mean now in the usual way. I don't mean a split second. I mean like 5 minutes ago to what I'm going to do in 5 minutes, or what's possible in 5 minutes. That's my now. So they don't belong to that. And once you learn how to categorize things as belonging to the now or not belonging to the now, then this whole feeling of urgency becomes a bit silly, and you can laugh about it. Because how can something that is not in the now be urgent? So if the thought comes, you need to scratch your nose, well, you can choose to ignore it, or you can just scratch your nose. But the thing is to look at it. So I'm not like a Buddhist where you have to sit still. I do that, it's fun. Some other things crop up. Usually I just sit. So is this meditation? I don't even know. I think it is. But then again, I think prayer is meditation. I think dreaming is meditation. Hypnosis is meditation. I think there's a lot of things that are the same state of mind. Being very engaged in your work is a meditation. It just means doing one thing and not minding the shape of your mind, which tries to multitask all the time. So the one thing that I'm doing right now is speaking to you, and I'm not really watching the animation, which is different for me. And I don't think of the words, they just pop up. And I concentrate on how to pronounce them. And on my breath. Breath is always very nice. Because it's always there. If you're not breathing, don't meditate. You have bigger problems to attend to than... although I have had moments where I thought I wasn't breathing. And I called 911. And they said, well, if you're not breathing, then how are you talking? I'm like, okay, good point. But it feels like I don't get my breath. Oh. Well, then you can just look at that. It feels like I can't get my breath and I'm still alive, so that's just a feeling. Loads of things that we think are very real are just a feeling, because the whole feeling that something is real is a feeling. But I'm getting very philosophical. Let's get back to this. I was done with the body scan. I'm comfortable. I'm not minding whatever signals I get from my body. I'm not minding whatever signals I get in my head. There's just nothing. There's a lot you can say about nothing. I'm not gonna do that. Not right now. Because nothing is still something. In order for that to be nothing, there needs to be a me to experience the nothing. Else we can talk about it. But even that is nonsense in the nothing I'm talking about. It's not like you skip time. It's not like, ooh, it can happen like that, but usually there is a awareness of time. And usually, well, it's not good, but it's definitely not bad. So I kind of feel that maybe because our brain is always scanning for problems, giving your brain a rest feels so good because it's just the absence of problems. But however you explain it, there is happiness here. Contentment. Fulfillment, whatever, you know, that kind of word. Serenity. I hope you don't mind me talking through it. I hope you don't mind anything at this point. If there's a sound from outside, like a truck passing or a train, it's just a sound. You may even find that you stop pinpointing the sound, because we always know where sounds come from. When you get real relaxed, sound is just input, meaningless, not even the direction. It's registered. What's probably registered, I think, if there's like a threatening situation, just pop out of this. That's something that you have to be confident in, that if there is a real emergency, you will probably have reacted before you know about it. This is the famous fight or flight response. Before anything gets into your conscious awareness, it has been scanned many times over for real, life-threatening situations. So anything that reaches you isn't really all that urgent. It's like these days people don't do anything when it's not written down, and that's brilliant, because if somebody has the time to write it down, he's not on fire. So that means you never actually have to do anything, which is kind of true. It's just more fun if you care about stuff. And if you care about stuff, then there's going to be some suffering, because you're going to see how they are maybe not wrong, but could be better. You're going to feel an urgency again to do something about it. So that's a kind of suffering. That's the end of the meditation. I've talked all the way through, so let's call it a guided meditation. Well, let's see what you guys think about guided meditations.